Mike Scanlin gave Texas A&M baseball his all from 1983 to 1986 and meant just about everything to the program.
Mike Scanlin was one of those models that if you ask me, what's it like to be an Aggie baseball player? Well, here, go look at Mike Scanlin, and then we'll talk about it. I felt that way about Mike. I think of him, I think of a guy that enjoyed playing, enjoyed practicing, enjoyed the game. And he always seemed to have a smile on his face and seemed to bring a light.
Scanlin ranks in the top 10 in several career categories at A&M. His time in the maroon and white culminated with the stellar 1986 season when the Aggies won the Southwest Conference regular season and tournament championships. Scanlin that year was all SWC and All-American. In '86, he became the first in school history to hit 20 home runs in a season. His Aggie career closed with an incredible '86 season, but Mike Scanlin started something magical at Olson Field.
There was some things left by the '86 team for the '87, the '88, and the '89 team, and it comes down to they left a culture. They developed a culture in 1986, and those guys got after it. I mean, they got after it, and it carried on into those teams. Even though Mike was not there, he set the table.
He left his mark on Texas A&M, which is recognized tonight with his induction into the Letterman's Association Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Scanlin.
Wow. So, howdy, Ags. And I have to say, to my T-SIP daughter-in-law, who's here tonight, okay? No. She'll be wearing maroon tomorrow at the game, so we're good. Okay. Coach Johnson, thank you for accepting my request to introduce me tonight. You were right on cue. But I want to take a pointer from you when we met over tacos at Fuego's. Okay. When speaking in front of a large crowd, you use the ins and outs of baseball, or you throw a few third base coach signs out. Okay. So this one's for you, and you have to figure it out. Okay. So ponder on that, coach. And if you don't get the signs right, guess what? You have to run to Easterwood Airport and back. Okay. I will say it is much easier to play in front of a crowd or a large crowd than standing up and speaking in front of one. But I feel like we are all Aggie family here, so I feel really good about this. I want to thank the Letterman's Association. I want to thank Mickey Washington, Cordell Lindsay. You guys have done a wonderful job, and I appreciate your efforts in getting me here tonight, and all of the Hall of Fame committee for their selection of me into this great honor. Sam, thank you very much. You and Addie did a wonderful job of orchestrating this beautiful banquet tonight. Okay, and I know you have many more. I want to thank Kathy Capps. I want to give her a huge thanks for your years of service here. Kathy, your leadership as Director of Association of 26 plus years is the epitome of true Aggie spirit. Thank you for helping orchestrate these fabulous banquets throughout the years. It is only fitting that you receive this Hall of Honor tonight. Thank you times 1,000 from all of us at Aggieland. Okay. So I asked Sam if I could kind of be the leadoff hitter tonight because as it seems, and she seems a little bit taken back because this induction class of 22 is stacked with nothing but power hitters, as you guys can see. And though I might have been one of my playing days, I definitely needed to ask Coach Sam to move me up to a leadoff spot for tonight. So my goal is to get the evening started and trust the other incredible inductees to bring us home, especially you, Coach Blair. I am so thankful to be standing in front of all of you and still in awe that I'm really up here in this incredible class of 2022. I will say, and this is very important to me, I will say, if I had been inducted maybe 5 years out of my playing days, I don't think this honor would have had the same meaning for me. Okay, I would probably be self-absorbed, starting out in my life, right in my prime. And though I'm inducted here in the most famous and most incredible university and all-around school, I wouldn't have my children here to celebrate this with me. Okay? This is a great honor for me to be sharing this with you tonight. Okay, like I say, 35 years ago, it was just Mom and I, basically. So I'm very happy. And I do want to thank my grandmother and grandfather, who were my biggest fans probably at Olsen Field and never missed a game. And I do feel like that I actually have proof that I should be in the Hall of Fame. And I'm going to show you all. This is a scorecard that they used to pass out, okay? And on it, it has that I had probably all hits on here. And so, so go figure. But Scott Livingstone and Fred Geegan are on this card too, and they did have a couple hits as well, okay? So I do feel good that she got some of the scoring right. Denise, I'm very grateful today that you took me to Mount Calvary to see my dad. He's not here, and and he just meant a lot. He was there for my coaching. He was there for me as a mentor. He was there as a confidant for my life's questions. But more importantly, he introduced me to St. Jude, who is my patron saint and intercessor to Jesus Christ. And I miss you every day, Dad. To my mother, Frances, you are the true rock of our family and the greatest human being that defines the meaning of unconditional love and giving. You have always had my back and shown me that things always have a way of working out. I feel truly loved by you, and I love you to the moon and back. Okay, to my sisters Marie and Michelle, thank you for accepting me as Mom and Dad's favorite child. This night solidifies my belief. My father-in-law, Bob, thank you for consistently showing me how to walk daily in the Catholic faith. I want to thank my cousins, Brian Harrison, former Aggie baseball player. I don't think I would be here without you. Thank you for always being in my corner. My cousin, Julie, who has shown me that being a thoroughbred is the most solid option to overcome any challenge. Mighty Jew forever. And all my cousins, my godparents, my aunts, my uncles, mother-in-law, sister-in-laws, brother-in-laws, nieces, nephews, my favorite priest, Father Arthur, best friends Cheryl and Gary, former Diamond Darlings and former players here present here tonight. To take a line from Clarence in It's a Wonderful Life, no man is a failure who has friends. Thank you for showing my family all the love tonight. Having been born here in Bryan, this award really hits home. I started my baseball career at Bryan Little League before moving to Houston to continue playing my days at Westbury Little League, and then went on to play Westbury High School, where we also have a fellow Hall of Famer, Dave Elmendorf, also attended. But I have to give a huge shout out to my high school buddies here tonight. Dave Coolidge, Andy Coolidge, George, Ronnie, Tori, Larry. A part of this medallion belongs to you guys. From elementary to high school, you pushed me to get here tonight, and I thank you guys for being here tonight. Thank you. Since birth, truly bleeding maroon, Texas A&M is the only school I dreamt of attending, like so many of my cousins and other family members that are here tonight. The only question was, how do I get into the school? I was a jock after all, maintaining a B average, okay? And that grade point average wasn't going to cut it. And knowing that a particular bat girl, my sweetheart, was headed there, I had to pull all strings to get Aggie baseball coach Tom Chandler's attention. We didn't really have select ball like today. with former players coaching the team, so I worked really hard, dedicated myself to any hand-eye sport coordination sport and tools so I could keep improving and become a good hitter. After all, I had only one shot into getting into A&M and playing baseball and impress the special girl. Okay. My senior year in 1982, I achieved my numbers, even started first base in the high school all-star game in the Astrodome. In June of the summer, Coach Chandler visited a summer league game at Del Mar Stadium in Houston. I still vividly remember I'm in left field, bored as all get out. You know, if you've ever played the outfield in baseball, it's really boring, but you have the best seat in town. You can scan everything, just like I'm in center field right now. I see all of you guys. And so Chandler comes walking up, and of course, I see him, and my sphincter just tightened up royally, okay? And as fate would have it, a routine ground ball is hit out to me, okay? And all I'm saying to myself is, remember your technique in good form, but lesson here, just like up here right now, never think, just do it. Okay, I came up to the ball, dropped the glove down, picked it up, but nothing was in there. And I'm saying all kinds of explicatives as I turned and began chasing the ball down. That was the longest run to any outfield fence I've ever had. But to make a long story short, my father and I eventually made a trip to A&M in Olson, where I signed a scholarship to become an Aggie baseball player. Tom Dean Chandler, and I believe you're way in the back, I am so grateful you are here tonight representing your father. He was an incredible, incredible coach and individual. Thank you, Tom, for coming. The next 4 years at Olson Field were home and full of Olson magic. For sure, no, the greatest time of my life. I continued to work hard, improving my skills each year and putting up good numbers in the box. Now, at this time, AC is our designated sports information director, and I can vouch that he gave me the real numbers, okay? Even though I still believe in my grandmother's numbers, his numbers were real, and that's why I actually got into this Hall of Fame tonight. So I just wanted to play baseball and be the best teammate to help our team get a Southwest Conference championship. In 1986, under the second year of Coach Johnson, we got this ring, 1986. Fred Geegan is here with it, and Scott Livingstone on the team. And of the 3 of my 4 years, we made it to regionals. As I reflect back, lessons I learned playing baseball here, they taught me resiliency, patience, persistence, trusting in your teammates' abilities, and picking them up when they might be struggling. But more importantly, I witnessed a coach who openly shared his love for Christ. Coach Johnson, you left an impression on me that far exceeded any baseball skill you might have taught me. I truly, truly appreciate that. Thank you. I also picked up great lifetime friends. Todd Edwards, we hit 1 and 2 my sophomore year. Under Coach Chandler, and also my teammate and my lifetime buddy, Fred Geegan, who we swapped hitting behind each other in a lineup and driving each other in for scores as part of the Knack Attack that we self-proclaimed Knack Attack. It was Fred Geegan, myself, Jeff Scow, and Scott Livingstone, and we did this for 2 years. Fred eventually became my brother-in-law with 36 years. Fred, thank you for pushing me in college to be a better player in person. You are a large reason I am honored here tonight. I love you, brother. Where are you? There. Thank you, Fred. And I do want to take this quick moment to give a shout out and pay tribute to several fellow teammates that had left us too early. Jim Flowers, Russ Swan, Tim Cartwright, Tony Matwire, and of course, our beloved grounds manager, Leo Gertz. Yeah. So to put my career as a Texas A&M baseball player in perspective, what other player in the history of Aggie baseball can say he had the honor and privilege to play under not one, but two Aggie Hall of Fame coaches, Tom Chandler and Mark Johnson. I think that's awesome. So as I said in the beginning, this honor means more to me tonight than it ever could have 30 years ago. Tonight, I get to share this honor with my children, Haley, Michael, Hillary, and along with their spouses, Rob, Anna, and Andrew. I am so proud of each one of you and what you have accomplished in your lives thus far, and grateful to be sharing this moment tonight with Hey Rob, Hillary, and my Anna. Now, if we can just get a few little Aggies in the oven, I think Mom and I would be just happy, okay? I'm just saying. So I hope tonight that you see that I am only here because I had a communal environment. I've had the support of family and friends, the encouragement of teammates, a Hall of Fame coach willing to give me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, and a Hall of Fame coach with conviction and wisdom to instill in me all things are possible with God. This Hall of Fame honor has come full circle because of y'all's presence tonight, and Mom and I love you guys very much. Perhaps the greatest of all Olsen magic was sharing the field for 2 seasons with a particular diamond darling and high school sweetheart, Denise. Denise used to shout from the stands, "Hit the ball hard." And she usually shouted it when she saw that I might have been struggling with a curveball in the dirt or swinging at a high fastball. And I think Todd Edwards knows what I'm talking about there. But somehow just hearing those words coming out of her mouth brought me back to focus. And even a few times I hit a home run during those at-bats. As I think about it, she sure uses it still a lot today, especially when I tell her no for one thing or another. She just yells, "Hit the ball hard, 8," and I mysteriously obey. My life partner of 36 years, Denise, has brought to our merry game each day true living of her life's mantra: grace, goodness, and gratitude. She brings a playful spirit, a trust in each other, examples of how to live in love and faith, always showing compassion for others, and always having my back no matter the predicament I may put us in. Babe, you are my soulmate, my encouragement in our sicknesses and our triumphs. My best friend, you are the true Hall of Famer tonight. The love of my life and my lady, I cannot imagine a day without you in it. Thank you for always believing in me and us. I love you. So I'm sure I left a few special people out, and I sincerely apologize. But I cannot give enough thanks for the amount of love and support I've received from everyone here tonight. Truly, 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 every life touches another. So thank you again. Love to all souls. Now let's beat the hell out of Sam Houston. Get it going.